Well, since our last interview, Kodak Black got out of prison.
Hmm.
Actually got a pardon from Trump.
Yeah, I saw that.
And a few days ago, he was, moving with his entourage. They went to McDonald's and then they got followed and his car got shot up and his
Saw that.
security actually got shot in the leg.
I saw that too.
You heard about that.
Hmm.
Now, you yourself, have you ever had your car shot at?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Did you get hit?
No.
Anyone in your car get hit?
Yeah, the car got shot up. Yeah.
Well, anyone in the car actually get hit?
No, no, it was just me and my homeboy. Actually, we was leaving the Slauson Swapmeet. We got into it with some bloods up there, and we was trying to fight. They didn't want to fight because they had guns, and so once we started leaving, they started chasing us, shooting at us. Yeah.
Oh, they were on foot.
No, it was in another car. They got in
Oh,
their
they're in a
car.
car. Okay.
Yeah.
How terrifying is that? Being in a car when bullets are
I
flying.
mean, shit, it ain't fun. You know what I mean? It ain't fun because bullets ain't got no name. But they was shooting. They shot it up. But they hit it probably about 5 times. Yeah.
Really?
Hmm.
So when that happened, did you like start checking yourself like to see if you got
Absolutely.
hit?
Yeah, because it always you just don't know because your adrenaline is so high, and sometimes you don't feel it. Like when I did get shot, I didn't know I was shot. It was a little kid who ran behind me, and she just started screaming, and I was like, because I'm checking on my other friend who got shot, and he on the ground hollering and shit, and then this little kid come behind me and start screaming hysterically, and I'm like, "What's wrong?" She was like, "You're back," and then I went and looked in the mirror, and was like, "Oh shit." I didn't even feel it.
Mm.
Yeah.
The guys you got into it with when they shot up your car,
Hmm.
did you know who it was? Did you ever run
I
into
had
them
no
again?
clue. I had no clue who they were. We
Hmm.
knew the set that they was from, you know what I mean? Like, we found out, but I didn't know. I ain't know him from Adam.
I mean, how is it to deal with a situation where someone tries to assassinate you
I mean,
and you just have to just go about your day the next day as if
yeah,
nothing happened, because you don't really know who it is. You can't
yeah.
call the police. It's just one of those things where
Well,
you just,
the 90s was that type of climate to where, like, people was just on their we call it being on your tip, people was on their game banging BS, and that's all they knew. We was Crips, they was Bloods, and they wanted to kill us, and that was really it. They didn't have to know nothing about us, you know what I mean? Like, they just wanted to get rid of us for whatever reason, but
yeah. I mean, I was watching this Netflix movie called Concrete Cowboys.
okay.
I don't know if I guess you haven't watched it yet.
I think I seen it. Who stars in it? Idris
Idris
Elba.
Elba.
Yeah, that was in
Idris
Philly,
Elba
right?
is a star. It's set in Philly with these cowboys, these black cowboys who
Yeah,
basically have stables and have horses and so forth in Philly. It's
right.
based on an actual true story. And what kind of struck me was they actually incorporated some of the guys from that neighborhood as actors into the film. And one of the guys who was in a wheelchair,
Mhm.
the main kind of star was talking to him and he's like, "Yo, how'd you get in the wheelchair?" And he said, "Man, I was," he's like, "We got into it with some dudes, and a fight turned into gunshots. Next thing you know, I woke up in the hospital. My brother was dead and I'm paralyzed.
Hmm.
And it's all over a bunch of nothing. All
I
over
saw. I've
a
actually seen
block
that.
that we don't even own. They put a fucking Starbucks on that same block about a year later. Uh,
Man.
his brother's dead. He's in a wheelchair. I believe he actually is in a wheelchair in real life. I think he's actually was talking about a real story. I think I'm not totally sure. So
Yeah.
people can correct me if I'm wrong, but this guy wasn't like a known actor or anything. Um, and it just kind of got me thinking about some of the interviews I do, and it's like, yo, like people die, end up in wheelchairs, kids are gone,
Yeah.
family members dead over what?
Nothing.
Nothing.
It's all ego. At a certain point, it's just a bunch of egomaniacs. You know what I mean? That have no self control, bro. And it's really true, like exactly what he said, because our parents might have houses and own things in those neighborhoods, but the actual gang members usually don't. They usually
Yeah.
don't, bro. And it's just the mentality. It's sad, being a grown man looking at it now. It's like, fuck, you know what I mean? Like, how silly are we to have taken a part in this? But when you grow up in it, you can't really see out of it, Vlad. And that's the thing. There's a sort of blindness that comes with it, that you just can't, it is what it is, and it's inside of you. And then once you lose people close to you, that's all the fuel you need to keep going in that lifestyle. You understand what I'm saying?